I mean, the quote here is like, good leaders shy away from direct confrontations, complaints, and excuses. Instead, they accept accountability and try to fix the situation. I don't disagree with that.
Sure.
I think that's what's happening here. But
Yeah.
maybe it is my ego. I don't know that I could stomach that.
You still got to vent. I mean, I will say, my current boss now, like, we'll get on a call and be like,
Yeah.
F this, what the hell? Then we're
Right.
like, all right, what do we got to do to fix
Yeah,
it?
we got to do some.
You know, like,
Yeah.
we vent, and then we're like,
Yeah.
okay, these people are no help. Let's just figure it out ourselves.
Right.
And we'll get into it, and we'll figure it out. So we do that. We do, but there's a vent sesh. There's a vent session that happens. Because I had that kind of relationship with her.
Well, I I work with someone now, Greg, and we have developed a level of trust to a degree where we can play, I guess the best term is like good cop, bad cop with a client sometimes, where like, it's like, bro, if you got to throw somebody under the bus, just throw me under the bus, and then I'll hop on the phone and we'll fix it.
Yep.
Like, or vice versa. Maybe sometimes I gotta say, well, he's a dipshit, like whatever.
Yeah.
Then, but we know behind the scenes, we have the trust that they're talking about to be able to kind of do that.
It's politics.
A little bit, but
yeah, that's a good
I
relationship.
don't think you're gonna get there from. Oh, he's a bad micromanager too, but we're also working on it. All right, so there's another one. They aren't listening to my ideas. So instead of saying they aren't listening to my ideas, try this. I need to do a better job of listening to the team. And when I do share, ensure my communication is simple, clear, and concise.
What if the person just doesn't want to hear your shit?
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Me too. I'm always like,
I just, but I found the best bosses are willing to listen to my ideas. Yeah. And I don't feel,
even if you're wrong, like, they'll still.
Yeah. They'll hear me out.
Yeah.
Like I said, hey, I have an idea for doing this audit, this, I'm not trying to make more work for myself, but this could be a good thing. They're like, what if we asked them to pull this kind of report to see what we have first, and then let's maybe address like we can riff off each other with my idea. But they're always going to listen to me.
Yeah.
But I've had previous bosses where it's like, no.
It's like too much psychology.
Yeah. Like, see, to me, it comes back to the boss being sucky.
Yeah. We can talk about that too. Like, well, how do you deal with that? But
find another job.
I think so.
This is what I've done.
So instead of this, other people were late, so projects couldn't get done. Try this.
Oh, no.
I should have checked in with the rest of the team to see how I could better support them.
Oh, gosh. That's not your job.
I got a pet peeve on this one too. So I don't know if you have any.
See, okay, that's fine. That's taking responsibility for sure. But then these are your teammates, you don't manage this team.
Yeah, so you don't manage the manager.
You would need to go to the manager and be like, hey, listen, like, I didn't realize that John was going to be having a week off in the middle of this project. We have the sprint going on. Like, we're behind a week. But shouldn't have John take responsibility for that?
Yeah, it's a little weird, right?
I don't know. That's where it gets tricky.
Could you imagine? So it's like, yeah, I read that one. That's the one that made me like, we should do a podcast on this. Because could you imagine working for someone who is your peer, who then decides, how are you doing today? What can I do to help you get your job done better? Are you running behind on anything? What can I do for you? You're like, get out of my office.
No, I will say my team is like that.
Are they?
Yeah.
Wow.
We're very helpful. If I have any bandwidth, I'm like, hey,
no,
do you need my help with something? Like,
sure,
I get that. Do you need a set of hands? Like, pull reports or whatever. Like, especially during like a really busy season.
Yeah.
It's like all hands on deck. And we're actually very like helpful with each other.
You have a culture
as a
of that.
We have a culture of that. Like, they're great. Like, we can like get on like a Zoom or whatever and just sit there all day and work on our stuff and just bounce ideas. Like, hey, I'm having an issue with this. Like, what have you run into this before? Because we have deadlines to hit. But that's us working together. Now, I've had bosses before.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Who did not. They did not.
I told you this was therapy.
They did not want us doing that.
Oh, that's weird.
They're like, you need to work on your own stuff.
Huh.
Back to the control of like how they wanted things done.
Okay.
So we had to
so they're.
We had to like hide when we were meeting.
That's pretty weird.
It was very weird. Yeah.